This week on a brand new episode of SAS Podcast.
As far as the fans, I'm gonna shoot the fans some bell. I was hard on the fans too, like how dare they boo up. Spade a few weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago. Got an alert on my phone and it came across saying Dak Prescott wanted $40 million. And I went on a whole Twitter rant.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind.
Yes, sir. What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new, exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast. We are the realest sports pod in all the land.
True.
Bears, we don't have the biggest investors behind us. We ain't got any behind us. We don't have a multi-million-dollar corporation behind us.
That's a fact.
But we real, though, and we the realest in all the damn land.
True.
Man, we are back to wrap up the previous week of sports in dramatic fashion. No BS, no sugarcoating, no biases, only the strong arm truth. If this happens to be the first time you've caught our show here on YouTube, or if you're listening on any of our various podcast channels, I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K Spade, the Prospect.
And I'm your boy LaParis 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes, sir. I'm hyped, LaParis. I'm kind of hyped, bro.
Hey, bro. Yeah, a lot of things happened. There's a lot of things to talk about. Spade, finally, some news broke today before our show. Some big news broke last week.
I already know.
After we recorded the show, and people were tweeting us and was like, yo, I hope y'all talked about XYZ.
Yep.
We was like, man, we recorded. The news broke too late. So we had to save it for this week. But a lot of things happened, Spade. I want to start in the NBA. You good with that?
When you said the news broke, you weren't talking about the fact that it looked like Hurricane Dorian is going to miss Florida, and I'm safe.
Listen, bro.
That wasn't the news.
That means it's going to hit somewhere else, bro. Come on.
True.
Come on.
So what we wishing for? For it to just stay at sea?
Yeah, back to sea, bro. You want to go right back to sea, bust the Huey, and head right back to where it came from.
But don't it kind of have to hit land in order for it to die out? Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get on the show. I don't know about her.
Now you're a meteorologist?
I'm just saying. You know, I'm a Floridian now. I'm trying to learn. Okay.
Listen, man, I want to start in the NBA. So, yo, I be telling Spade sometimes. Spade say it too. He say it to me too sometimes. Yo, sometimes we just need to just get up here and just hit record and just talk. Because me and Spade had a little back and forth conversation in pre-production about NBA and NFL. And we'll talk about it a little later once we get to that topic. But me and Spade just be going at it in pre-production. But sometimes we just need to just get up here, just hit record, and just let the chips fall where they may. But I want to start in the NBA. Spade, one of your favorite players, I think he's one of your favorite players, just got a contract extension. And I'm talking about a guy from your team, the Houston Rockets. Your team, your favorite team.
That's not my team.
He just got a contract extension. I'm talking about Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon signed a 4-year, $52.8 million contract extension to remain with the Houston Rockets. I also want to mention that the Brooklyn Nets extended Caris LeVert, who we both like, Spade.
Yep.
When he took his injury last year, he did end up coming back from it, but when he got injured last year, we both was like, damn, we feel bad for him because the kid was hooping. But he signed a 3-year deal worth $52.5 million. $52.5 million. And I think we like that Caris LeVert got his bread. I don't know how you feel about EG. I'm all right with EG getting his bread. I feel like Houston need him. But I'm interested to know how you feel because I know you're a big Houston Rockets fan. You love yourself some James Harden. They got rid of Chris Paul. They got Russell Westbrook. Talk to me about the new look Houston Rockets. They just extended EG. They got Westbrook, Harden, EG, Spade. Your team. Talk about it.
First of all, bro, stop calling Houston my team.
What your team?
Your team? My team is the Heatles, bro. We got Jimmy Butler.
Bro.
We got Jimmy Butler, bro.
Wow, now you're a Jimmy fan. Any longtime supporter of Strong Arm Sports heard that last year Spade said, look, Jimmy may be the problem. Everywhere he go, it's an issue. Bro, that's what he said.
Bro, stop bringing up the past, bro.
Bro, that's what you said. Now you a Jimmy fan? You said Jimmy was a problem.
You act like people can't change. You just like those fans that was outside Pittsburgh trying to protest against Mike Vick. I've changed. I'm not that guy anymore. All right.
So that wait for the Strong Arm Sports record, the record. You're telling me you're a Jimmy Butler fan now?
Do he play for the Heat?
Okay.
I'm a fan. And,
Okay.
Thumbs down to the league for banning the Jimmy Butler Karate Kid style headband this year. You cannot wear that headband in the league. And I don't understand why. That headband wasn't bothering no damn body. You know?
Get that shit out of here.
They just trying to hate on the Heat. But yeah, let's talk about Eric Gordon, man. Eric Gordon agrees to a 3-year extension, $54 million. If I'm not mistaken, that brings his complete contract to something like 70-something million. LeParis, we got to say it on this show, right? You are worth whatever you can get somebody to give you. But in the grand scheme of things, man, I like Eric Gordon. You know I do. But boy, look, I just feel like the Rockets sometimes be kind of going crazy with these contracts. And I know everybody going to come back and say this is what y'all said last time, but when they got Chris Paul, we believe it was a behind-the-scenes conversation where they told Chris Paul, look, if you make this trade work, when it's time to take care of you, we'll take care of you. And that's how Chris Paul ended up getting that big-ass contract. And all that makes sense. But LeParis, if I told you Eric Gordon, who used to play for the doggone Pelicans, a matter of fact, they might have been the New Orleans Hornets at the time, used to play for the Hornets. If I'd have told you that dude would be having a $70-something million contract, you would have told me I was crazy, bro. And I'm not mad.
I would have told you that's a steal.
No, stop it. Stop it. Because you would not say that.
The way people is getting paid in the NBA, I might have would have told you. I mean, EG out here, hey, he can win you some games, Spade.
He can.
Like, he get on fire and it's flame on. Like, I'm not saying he Clay, but I'm just saying, like, he can get on fire and can win you some games. I think he averaged 17 and he was in and out of the starting lineup. Last year. So, I mean, $70 million might be a steal compared to what other people is getting paid, Spade.
I don't know, man. That team is already about to do something. And look, don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm not trying to say or insinuate that the Rockets don't need Eric Gordon. They need Eric Gordon, especially with the way that both James Harden and Russell Westbrook can be up and down. You're going to need somebody who can come in. You need scoring options. I'm cool with it. 16 points a game last season on 41% shooting from the field, which is pretty good. At the same time, man, the dude entering his 12th year in the league, he has... I don't know, man. I don't love the contract. I'm trying to find a nice way to say it. I just don't love the contract. It sounds like a lot of money for a guy that essentially you're going to move back to a bench role, and I know you're going to need him to come off the bench and provide a spark. I get it. But is this the going rate for a 6-man? 70-something million? Is that the rate? Shit, bro.
But he really a starter, though, Spade. I mean, I know he's a 6-man, but he's really a starter. He plays starter minutes.
Okay. You all right with this amount, though?
I'm saying I understand it because how your league just throwing around money out there.
You trying to take the easy way out. I'm asking you, are you okay with this amount?
I think it might be a steal, Spade, compared to what everybody...
Who's everyone?
Spade, compared to what everybody else is getting paid, this shit might be a steal. Okay. It might be a steal. How you feel about Caris LeVert getting $52 million?
I don't know if... I tell you, let me say this. I like the Caris LeVert deal better than the Eric Gordon deal because Brooklyn going into a season where they're not going to have Kevin Durant. And I don't think Kyrie's the guy that you can just throw the whole team on his back and say, go. I don't think Kyrie's that guy. No shade to Kyrie. So for what they going into, that makes a lot of sense. For what Houston going into, and maybe they got it figured out better than I think they do, between James Harden and Russell Westbrook, I don't know how many touches EG even gonna get, fam.
That's why he's going back to the bench though, but
I get
started minutes. I mean, you just said
James
and
Russ, they played the whole damn game damn near. When are they coming out the game?
Spade, Harden gonna come out. I think they're gonna kind of dial Harden back this shit.
They better.
Okay, Spade, you don't like. I'm shocked because you just talked yourself into liking the Rockets move for Westbrook a few shows ago.
That's true, and I could do the same thing. We could come back here next week, and I could love both of these deals. Right now, I understand the Caris LeVert deal more than the Eric Gordon deal. You finna go into a season. You selling all these tickets. You selling all this merch. People want to see excitement. Caris LeVert, before that injury, matter of fact, dog, when that injury happened, we thought that young Nets team was over. We thought there was a wrap for that team. And that's when we realized the value of Dinwiddie and some of those other guys because they stepped up in his absence. But let's not forget, Karis LeVert was looking like the damn man before he went down.
He was.
So, I don't know,
mean,
man.
the Nets also, they signed Wilson Chandler. Wilson Chandler recently got suspended for 25 games. And now it's a rumor. It's rumors that Kevin Durant and Kyrie has been in contact with
Carmelo.
Nets ownership about Carmelo. Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
you like that?
You want to speak on that a little bit? How you think that'll work? I mean, Kevin Durant, we know going to be out for the year probably.
Yep.
But adding Melo with Kyrie, how do you feel about that?
I don't hate it. I really don't.
Okay.
It'd be a little weird.
See how that situation play out.
Melo
Melo definitely deserves to be on the NBA roster.
Oh, absolutely. Wait, did you tell me how you feel about the Karis LeVert thing, or you just trying to put me on the spot?
I'm good with Karis getting his money. He was hooping.
Okay.
Pay Karis. Pay EG. Hey.
So the parents don't give a shit about a damn. You don't give a shit about a salary cap. Just give everybody whatever they want.
Bro,
right?
This ain't the NFL, the league, the NBA, boy. They ain't go over the salary cap any other time. Pay these people.
Well, that's
I'm with pro player. Pay these people. Ain't no hard salary cap. Put them in a luxury tax. Let the owners pay 500% over the money. Yeah, let them. I don't care. It ain't my money. It ain't my money. Let these billionaires pay 500% over the cap. Who cares?
$75.6 million. 4 years. Eric Gordon.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And Spade, aside from Harden, I mean, they played my homie Kenneth Faried out. Kenneth Faried was balling.
He was.
I mean, aside from Harden, it was only EG. It was only EG.
Gerald Green was here and there. Don't do my boy. Don't do Gerald like that.
I mean, you know I love me some Gerald Green, but let's be honest, he hit or miss. I mean, he jacked like he always hit, but he hit or miss.
Gerald, you keep pulling. I'm your boy.
Yeah, he'll pull. But I mean, they signed Gerald Green probably for like $2 million or something. So the money got to go somewhere. So give it to EG. He deserve it.
Yeah, like I said, man, we say all the time, you are worth what you can get somebody to give you. Somebody felt like he was worth it. But high key, if this don't work, and I hope it does, because James is my boy. But
always talking about if something don't work. I told you it's going to work. Why are you worried?
And I hope you're right, sir. But if you're not, somebody need to look at this recent string of contracts from the Houston Rockets. Didn't they give Ryan Anderson that bag?
Hey, that's your man, Daryl Morey. That's your man.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Daryl, you my boy. But if this shit don't work, I'm going to start to feel like you just be giving it back to whoever and you don't really have no rhyme or reason behind this shit. This could be the one that save you.
What do you mean by work, Spade? Playoffs? Finals? Western Conference Finals?
The Ryan Anderson thing didn't work in any facet.
I'm talking about the EG situation. Like, if it don't work, him and Westbrook and Harden.
Then we say they got a 1 year window.
What do you consider working?
For this year, that team, you know what? I'm going to put them on the hot seat. Dog, they got to get, I want to say they got to get a finals appearance, but it depends on how, at least Western Conference Finals, and it depends on how that series go. If they go to the Western Conference Finals, and it's a 6-game dogfight or a 7-game dogfight, and they don't make it into the finals, I can't. Like I said, it depends on how it's played out. I won't be too upset. If this team don't make it to the Western Conference Finals, this should have failed, bro. This should have failed. Because it's a 1 year window, right? Ain't that what we said?
Yep.
So that's look, Daryl, we rocks with each other, bro. Daryl be in my DM asking me for all kind of, tips. Let me stop playing for something. I don't want to get Daryl in trouble. Daryl, do not be hitting me up in the DMs, y'all. I'm bullshitting. The parents, let's move forward.
Let's get it.
All right, man. From one guard that I'm a fan of to a guard that you're a fan of. And I'm talking about Kobe Bean Bryant. Y'all don't know it on this show, but LaParis is a Kobe fan. I know this because I used to game with LaParis, and when he would pull middies, he would say, Kobe, in my ear. Let me tell you what Kobe just recently did, bro.
That is a lie.
That's not a lie. Let me tell you what Kobe just recently did, man. Kobe was in an interview. Let me see. What was the interview for? Let me get it right. PHP agency convention in Las Vegas. I don't even know what that is. This was back in July, and Kobe said, and I quote, he said he would have fucking 12 rings, and that Shaquille O'Neal would be, quote unquote, the greatest if he spent more time in the gym. The direct quote, man, Kobe said he'd be the greatest of all time for sure. He'd be the first to tell you that. This guy was a force like I had never seen. It was crazy. A guy that size, generally guys at that size are a little timid and they don't want to be tall. They don't want to be big. Man, the dude he did not care. He was mean. He was nasty. He was competitive. He was vindictive. Yeah, man. I wish he was in the gym. I would have had fucking 12 rings. So I'm going to tell you, LaPaz, I just learned something at work the other day. It's something called a compliment sandwich. You ever heard of this? Because this is actually a thing, and I didn't know. All right, so I guess everybody knew this shit but me. You start off with a compliment. Then you tell them the shit you really want to tell them in the middle, and then you finish off with a compliment. This is some corporate America shit, folks. I'm not making this up. So, like, if you suck at your job, people would be like, hey, man, look, you're a great guy. You're not really getting it done. You need to work a little bit harder. But I believe once you get to that point, nothing can stop you. That's a compliment sandwich. So the beginning and the end really is bullshit. The thing they really want you to know is that shit in the middle that wasn't nice. And I feel like that's what Kobe tried to do. He started off, he was big, he was strong, he was powerful, he was mean, he was vindictive. Motherfucker didn't work hard in the gym. But, we would have had 12 rings. So to me, that's a compliment sandwich. The whole point, Kobe really wanted to say that Shaq didn't work hard, which is not anything new, LaPaz. We have heard this before from Kobe. We've heard it from Kobe. Shaq didn't really. Shaq ain't really dig that. So Shaq commented on a post. Somebody had posted this mess on social, and like a little clip of Kobe's comment. And Shaq commented and said, you would have had 12 if you passed the ball more, especially in the finals against the Pistons. #facts. And then he added, you don't get statues by not working hard. And obviously, social media got to this thing. They was posting it everywhere. People were retweeting it. People was giving their 2 cents on it. And Kobe came out and he had a tweet. He said, there's no beef with @Shaq. Anytime people they want to make sure you see that shit, LaPaz. There's no beef with @Shaq. I know most media want to see it, but it ain't gonna happen. Ain't nothing but love there, and we too old to beef anyway. #3P. LaPaz, that almost sound like some bullshit too. There's no beef. I know y'all want to see it. It ain't gonna happen. It's nothing but love, and we too old. So like maybe if we wasn't so old, I would beef with him, but we too old. To that, Shaq had a reply. It's all good, bro. When I saw the interview, I thought you was talking about Dwight. He spelled Dwight wrong on purpose, and then said, "Is that how you spell his name?" Laugh out loud. Kobe laughed. Blah blah blah. LaPaz, like I said, this ain't nothing new, man. We've heard that Kobe said he felt like Shaq didn't work hard. He felt like he could have been even greater if he did work hard. I feel like Kobe gets away with that because he has a reputation of being a hard worker, a gym rat, one of the guys that was there early and one of the guys that left late. How do you feel about Kobe's comment? How do you feel about Shaq's reply? And 3-piece, how do you feel about them keying it up on Twitter like, we're friends, there's no beef? How do you feel about all 3 of those, bro?
Spade, first of all, Kobe comments. Sometimes Kobe's smart enough to know the right way to answer things. So he's going to say it wasn't shade, but it was definitely some shade in there. It was shade. It was some shade. You doing this, press conference or whatever you're doing, in front of everybody. You know the cameras is out. You know you got the microphone. You already know how social media is. Mm-hmm. You already know. Mm-hmm. So for him to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it turned into this, he's smarter than that. Second, I didn't like... Sometimes somebody got to be the bigger person. Sometimes. And I felt like, Shaq is literally the bigger person. But I mean, sometimes you just got to sit something out and you don't need to respond to everything. Kobe said it. He said it before. Shaq is a very prideful guy. Mm-hmm. Very prideful guy. Mm-hmm. And, the comment about Dwight I didn't like for Shaq because he was like, I didn't know you was talking about me. I thought you was talking about Dwight. So... we already know how Shaq feel about Dwight. Mm-hmm. So if it's okay for Kobe to say that junk about Dwight, he's literally throwing shade at you because he didn't say it about Dwight. He said it about you. So, Spade, as far as their relationship, I think, me and you, we talked about it at a later date. But we definitely watched that Orlando Magic thing they had. I think it was a 30 for 30 with Shaq and Penny. Yep. And you can look at those guys and be like, yo, we was both young. They was like, yo, we should have did things better. And you can see them try to either rekindle or just hash out their differences at that point. Kobe and Shaq, I mean, what do you call it? Disdain? They still have that disdain for one another. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they tweet. I don't care how they chop it up. I don't care what interviews they do together. I don't care when they sitting down with each other. I honestly feel they don't like each other. Still, I don't care what they say. And they can lie to the public all they want. That's how I feel about that situation. And Shaq had to feel some type of way because later, after all that, a few days later, he posted on his Instagram him dunking on like 5 nets and was like, I guess this looks lazy or something he said like that, or does this look lazy? So if it didn't bother you and it was all good and everything was straight, why would you post that post? I think Kobe needs to answer Shaq questions about Shaq a certain way. Like, you know what? That was the big fella. We won some championships together. Our time together was great. And leave it at that. Because it's always some backhanded comment that come after that in both ways. Shaq needs to do the same thing to Kobe. I honestly feel they don't like each other. I don't think they will ever like each other. And I'm just annoyed with all this. I don't like that Shaq kind of gave a backhanded comment to Dwight, threw Dwight in it. Dwight ain't had nothing to do with none of this shit. Mm-hmm. Dwight just joined the Lakers trying to get his shit together.
Right.
I ain't like none of it, Spade. I want Kobe to stop making comments about Shaq. I want Shaq to stop making comments about Kobe, and I want these two gentlemen to move on. I want them to move on, bro. Let it go.
I agree. The funny thing is, I agree on every single one of your points. That I do want to add this. I don't know what Kobe got going on right now. Like, I don't know if Kobe's got a new book that's on the way. Typically, when you see people do a whole lot of talking, they got something that they are trying to promote that's on the way. I don't know what Kobe got going on. Kobe might have a new show. I know one while he was doing the thing with ESPN where he was breaking down game footage. I don't know.
I think it was called Details, maybe.
Right. But I feel like Kobe's been doing a lot of talking here lately. I just saw a clip of him saying something about, no wonder Jordan got all these championships. These guys in the league, they got money. They not motivated to work hard anymore. And that was his mentality when he got to the league. And I'm going to tell you something. The thing about Kobe fans, what they like about Kobe is his dog mentality. Like, I'm going to go at you. I don't care how you feel about it. So it's a part of me that's like, if he truly felt like Shaq didn't work hard, if that's truly how he felt, then that's how you feel, and I don't want him to run from it. But it's another part that's like...
But it's been... I don't mean to cut you off, Spade. It's been said. So we know that's how you feel. Why you got to keep saying it?
I'm good. That's exactly where I was going. If either of you was still playing, I would understand you continuing to bring it up because it could be changed. But both of y'all retired. So it really ain't no need in you keep saying that because nobody can go back and change anything that happened. That's one. As for Shaq, I'm going to tell you how you know you got under somebody's skin in La Paris. You know this, bro. Look, it's YouTubers that got channels that dwarf mine. But when I was making my YouTube run, if you ever wanted to know if you got to me, if I commented back to your comment twice, that shit got to me, fam. Shaq replied and came back and replied a second time, which means that after his reply, his mind was still running about it, and it was thinking of other replies. If that's not a sign that you got to somebody, you got under somebody's skin, I don't know what is. And then I also got a problem with him bringing Dwight into it. I understand Shaq's beef with Dwight. I get it. Shaq was the big man in Orlando.
Why do they still have beef, Spade?
They shouldn't. And I'm getting to that. I understand why it started. Shaq was the big man in Orlando. He was deemed Superman. That was his thing. Even his vehicles had the Superman logo. He left. He regretted leaving, which he said later, but he left. And maybe you could argue whether or not he was right to make that decision. He felt like they lowballed him. All right? Boom. He left. Later, that team goes down, man. And in their climb back to the top, they got another dominant big man who called himself Superman, did the same thing with the logo. Shaq felt like that was an attack on him. He felt like they were almost poking fun at him, and he took that out on Dwight. When Dwight was at the top of his game, I didn't have any problem with the back and forth. But I'm a weird person, bro. If two people fighting and one person is beat up, they down, they cowered into the ball, fam, the fight's over. Don't keep kicking. I don't like that. Don't keep kicking folks in the face and they down. It's over. You won. Dwight Howard just took a deal that it's not even a year contract. He's getting paid on a game-to-game basis because the Lakers told him the first time you get out of pocket, your ass is grass. So he's hit rock bottom in terms of being an NBA player from his career, dog. Like to come straight from high school, to be that Dwight Howard who went to the finals with the Orlando Magic, to go from being that guy to being told, I can't even guarantee you a year contract. You on a game-to-game basis. He's hit rock bottom. So you kind of look foolish. Why are you still, you won, Shaq. Leave him alone. He wasn't even in the shit. He wasn't even in it. And if you want to say, oh, that's cool, I thought you was talking about Dwight. Okay, well, at which point he said he was talking about you? Fam,
Word.
Leave Dwight out of it. So, yeah, man, the whole thing just feels stupid to me, man. It feels stupid. Like, both of these guys, and my opinion of what's old and what's not old is different as I continue to get older. Because I look at my age and I'm like, oh, I'm not old. And I guess I'll continue to do that. I'm going to be 80. Like, 80, man, 80 ain't that old. But to everybody else's opinion, Shaq and Kobe old guys. These two old guys that's retired, that's not in the league, still going back and forth about who worked hard and who didn't. Who fucking cares? It's over. Don't nobody care no more, man. It's over. We don't want to hear it. I'm to the point where I don't want to hit, man. Lopez, I don't want to make this an attack on Shaq and Kobe because both of those dudes are first ballot Hall of Famers and legends of the sport. But I know, man, when I talk to other players, when I talk to like young fans, they don't even really respect players of those eras. So I still think they respect Kobe and they still respect Shaq, but not for much longer. It's going to be a new generation in. It's not going to know much about these dudes and going to say they played against plumbers and the guys they played against wasn't good. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they almost trying to hold on to that. Like, let it go, bro. Let it go. And, it's unfortunate that people want to see these guys talk about each other. I would have loved, like you said, man, Kobe a smart dude. And that's evident quickly when he starts to talk. At the beginning of his conversation piece, you go, man, this dude is smart. So Kobe could have said, hey, man, who's to say what we could have done? I can't speak to what we could have done. I can speak to what we did. We got 3 rings together, however many damn rings they got together. We was a tandem that couldn't be stopped for a while, man. And, I enjoyed our time together. But people want to see other shit. And Kobe know they want to see other shit, and he played into it. So it's whack to me, man. Whack.
I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. Like, and it's pointless. It's no reason to still be having these conversations. We already know Kobe felt like Shaq didn't work out, didn't work hard. We already knew that. We already knew how Shaq. We already know Shaq. I still feel Shaq feel that way about Kobe when Kobe was going through that situation in Denver, and Kobe said to the cops, "I should just do what Shaq do and just pay these chicks."
Yeah.
So I don't think they'll ever be friends, and the fake love is corny to me. You can still respect the guy and not try to tarnish their name or say something negative. Like, and they both know this. I'm just tired of it. I love Shaq. Shaq from Newark, New Jersey. Spade. You know how I feel about Shaq. I love Shaq. I want Shaq to leave Dwight alone. Dwight don't even go by Superman no more. Like, Shaq got a tattoo of the Man of Steel, and they still be, Kenny Smith and all them still be making the Superman noise when Shaq come through the building and all that. Don't nobody call Dwight Superman no more. Like, just let it go. And let it go. Spade, we can move on. I'm tired of having... Man, if we would have had a show when probably Shaq and Kobe were in the Lakers when they broke up and all that, we probably would have been talking about it then. There's no need to still be talking about this thing 15, 20 years later, man. Come on. Come on, man. Ready to move on, bro?
Yes, sir. That's all I got on it.
Let's talk about another big man for the Lakers. You guys didn't know we talked about Demarcus Cousins being out for the year. He ended up hurting, tearing his ACL. Playing pickup basketball. But that's not what we're going to talk about. We talked about that last week. Demarcus Cousins is in a heap of trouble. It's an arrest warrant out for his arrest because of a phone conversation that was, I guess that's his baby mother, and I guess she was recording it because TMZ somehow got their hands. You know, TMZ gets the footage and they gets the audio. Somehow got their hands on it, and in the conversation, sounds like Demarcus Cousins was asking his baby mother, can his son come to his wedding or to a wedding? I don't know if he was getting married or somebody else was.
Yeah, it was his.
Yeah, come to the wedding, and she was like, nah, and he was like, said something to the effects of, you know, they had some words and said something to the effect of, well, I'm gonna shoot you in the head, or I'll shoot you in the head, or something like that.
Yeah.
Just comments that you cannot make. Period. I don't care how much you don't like anybody, and especially in this day and age, space, it seems like everything is being recorded. You better not say nothing to anybody that you don't want to get out there on the phone or anything, because more than likely that shit is being recorded or video recorded somewhere. Yeah. So you better not say anything to anybody that you don't want to get out there, because this ain't the old days when people was on rotary phones and didn't have. Remember, Spade, back we used to have tape decks and used to record off the radio. You used to have to push play and record at the same time. This ain't that.
It ain't.
This people going to the voice memo and hitting record on the phone and catching all that audio. Spade, I gotta get your thoughts about this crazy ass situation. Do we see anything? Do we see anything happening with Boogie, like as far as getting arrested? I don't think he would do jail time, but maybe it's probation or something. Talk to me about this crazy situation, man. You're already out for a year, so we don't think the NBA is going to give him a suspension, do we?
I don't think so. I think this thing is probably going to end up being settled. It's probably going to be settled out of court. It's probably going to cost Demarcus Cousins quite a bit of money, which is unfortunate, because although he's got way more than me, he don't have what he should have. And you know, just like you said last show, we talked about the fact that he was on the cusp of flirting with a major. I mean, a max. He either was going to get a max, or he was in the neighborhood of a max, and it's unfortunate. Now, LeParis, you know, I got a kid that, you know, me and my daughter's mom aren't together anymore, and I want to kind of swerve off the traditional path right quick. Demarcus Cousins was 100% wrong in saying that, and I do this thing with people, even if I talk to my friends or my family or whoever, and they upset, they had a bad day at work, bad day at school, whatever. I'm like, man, I'm very, very, very serious about telling people don't say that. You can be playing, but you can't say that. And it's just, like you said, it's a different day and age that we live in, bro. You got to be careful about the word B-O-M-B. You can't even, you can say that word in the wrong place and fuck around and get football tackled and spend the night in jail on some goofy shit.
Spade, keep that train of thought, because you'll remember a few years back in Texas, maybe last year, the dude was like, now we know in black slang, we know what this means, but he said, man, I'm about to go blow the bathroom up.
Oh, yeah.
Man, if the feds didn't come and they ended up locking that dude up for saying, I'm about to go blow the bathroom up. Now, he didn't mean literally with a bomb.
Yeah.
We know what he meant, but you got to be careful. You are 100% correct, Spade.
So, but I also want to put all that blame on Demarcus Cousins. Now, I will say this. As of right now, TMZ is saying the audio is the lady, and they are very smart by saying there is a male voice suspected to be that of Demarcus Cousins. Right. I don't know if this is a situation where she just has the audio. I don't know if the call came in and she did I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. Speakerphone thing. I don't know if she screen recorded it. I don't know if she's got proof of what number that called. I don't know all the specifics. And to be honest with you, I don't even want to know the specifics. I don't even want to know. I know that, you know, a good attorney can say that's not Demarcus. Whatever.
Word.
But off of that for a minute, man, I really got an issue with Demarcus Cousins was just recently married in Atlanta. You know, him and his fiance got married in Atlanta. And the drama is he wanted his son to be able to attend his wedding, and his his son's mom, denied that opportunity. And I got a problem with that. Man. I hate, and again, I'm not caping for Demarcus. I'm not saying that this makes his comments right at all.
I got you.
But I have a problem with females who use their kids as weapons against the kid's father. I got a problem with that, man. If this dude getting married, he want his son at his wedding, let the son go to the wedding. Are you serious? Do you think not allowing the son to go is gonna put the dude back with you? Do you think his wedding's still not gonna go through? You think you stopping the wedding? You think you stopping his love for this woman? You think you stopping her love for him? Like, the only thing you doing is being a asshole, and you are preventing your son from seeing his father in a happy moment of his life. That shit is dumb, bro. And it's unfortunate, man. It is unfortunate that something that started off, if the information that we got back is true, if it's accurate, something that started off being with Demarcus Cousins not being in the wrong could end up costing this dude money, possibly his career, depending on how it go, missing time from the league, maybe some time in jail. Who knows? It's super unfortunate, man. But I hate that. Like, in the audio, and I didn't actually listen to it, I just read the script that they got, but it said, are you gonna allow him to come, to the wedding? And just one word answer: no. Like, no, he can't go. And I was like, God, that's tough as hell, man. I hate that people do stuff like that, man. Let the little boy go see his dad get married. Like, don't be that chick, man. Don't be that chick. So it's unfortunate, man. Boogie, golly, his career, bro. If the injuries wasn't bad enough, you stamped this on it, man, and this just made his possible road back even more difficult. I hope everything work out for him. We don't know if this information is true. I got to make sure we keep saying that, LaParis, because
allegedly.
Gotta keep saying allegedly, because somebody will come back later and be like, remember when y'all said Boogie said? Nah, I'm saying that TMZ is saying that they got Boogie's audio. I don't know who the hell that dude is. I ain't even listened to it. I just read the words. So yeah, man, I hope this thing has a good ending,
smart,
but it looks bad.
Don't say anything to anybody that you don't want potentially getting out there, because you don't know. You don't know if people record. You don't know what people is doing while you just out there just flapping your gums, man. And you just can't make especially this day and age. You just cannot make comments like that.
Sure can't.
And whether it was Boogie or not, people just got to be smarter, man. You just got to be smarter. It's really just nonsense. Women like her is like the reason I'm glad I don't have any kids yet, because won't even let his kid come see him. Come on, that's just dumb. It's dumb and just being vindictive and all that, man, for no reason. Just because, if I can't have you, then you can't have him. That's just dumb. That's dumb. That's not,
because I'm unhappy.
That's not how parenting should be, man.
I can do. Yeah, man. It's terrible.
It's terrible, man. But listen, man. I want Boogie to be. If that's Boogie, I want him to be smarter, not make those type of comments in the future. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully you don't get arrested or locked up. Because crazy as shit has happened. So hopefully he rehab and get back in the league and everything with his baby mother and his kid and everything work out. Spade, I know it probably was on short notice and all that, but it's other ways to do things. I know nobody want to go to court and have their kid in court and do all that shit, but it's proper channels you got to go through. You just can't be saying, oh, you ain't going to let him come? Well, then XYZ. You can't do that, man. You can't.
Yeah, you definitely can't.
It's annoying, man. It's annoying. And I get people get frustrated. It's your child. You want, it's your child. You want your child there for this moment and all that. And it's just, it's frustrating. And you just blurt out something. You don't mean it. You just blurt some shit out. And now it can turn into terroristic threats and all this other domestic abuse and all this shit. It's just dumb.
That's facts. In our day and age, things were so different. I don't want to stay on this topic too much longer, but the technology that we have today is powerful, man, and it can be the gift or the curse depending on how you so choose to use it. I tell people a lot of times, man, I was on a plane once, and I'm a weirdo. I like clouds and shit like that. If you follow me on Instagram, occasionally I'll post a picture of clouds, and I'm sure people be looking like, what the hell? But I'm just a weirdo. And I'm taking pictures out the plane window. I got no idea where I am. And, later I'm showing people the photos, and it's telling me, like, one photo is like, I don't know, I make up some shit, but it's like, Salt Lake City, Utah. And I'm like, I'm 30,000 feet in the air. How the hell do my phone know what city and state I'm over? And I got so many other weird stories of my phone knowing shit that I ain't think my phone should know. That's why I was tripping when folks was like, oh, that, LaParis, the Face app that everybody was messing with to make themselves look old?
Yeah.
People was like, oh, y'all shouldn't fool with that. It's a Russian company. Now they got your faces. Do you think these damn things ain't had our faces for a long time? All we do is stare at it and flick through shit. The camera looking right at us, and don't tell me you got a piece of tape over your camera on your phone, because you don't. And even if you do, you don't keep it that way. So all we do is stare at these damn things. It's got our eyes, it's got our face, and it's been had that shit for years, fam. So I hope y'all don't think that these things are only collecting data for you. They're not. They're not. They collect more data than you even know. And you got to start being smarter about it. Anyway, LaParis, let's move forward, man.
Let's get it, man.
After last week's show, something happened. You just called it out. Something big happened in the NFL, and folks started blowing me up on social like, please tell me y'all covered this. And we didn't, because we had already recorded the show. In case you don't know, man, I'm talking about big NFL news. Andrew Luck, one of LaParis' favorite quarterbacks.
That's my guy.
I feel like I just said on this show, we was talking about tight ends, and I was like, I just don't know. I don't know if Luck's healthy. I don't know. And he was like, are you crazy? You know how you be talking. Bam. Andrew Luck threw the illest curveball. Who knew? He was an NFL quarterback, but who knew he could pitch? Threw the illest curveball that anybody ever seen, and retired like right before the third preseason game, or right during the third preseason game, or right after. I don't know. It was around the third preseason game. LaParis. Andrew Luck retires, man. Wait, before I pitch it to you, also once, and this is a debate. Some people say the fans in the stadium didn't know. Some say that the fans did know. But the story is, after news broke that he had retired, or he was going to retire, the fans booed Andrew Luck as he walked off the field. The last time they're going to see him possibly walk off the field as a member of the Colts. LaParis, one, how does this Andrew Luck retirement feel to you? And how do you feel about the fans' reaction to the news?
I'm going to tell you, I was shocked, man. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was I looked at my phone like 3 times, like, wait, what? At first, I thought it was like Oliver Luck, because, you know, like his father. I'm like, something, wait, what? What is this? And I could not believe it, bruh. But you know what? After I heard him speak, I was like, I get it, man. Spade, you know, I played football for a long time, man. And I always tell you, I said, man, I kind of was going through it. And I told you, if I was to ever have a son, and my son, I wouldn't be the father trying to vicariously live through my son and be like, you're playing football. If my son don't have any interest in playing football, I ain't going to push him to play football. I don't even want him to play. I don't even want him to play. If he want to play, I wouldn't stop him. But I'm not going to push him like, yo, go out there and put them pads on. I'm not going to do it. Because I see what it's done to some of my friends. And, I know players. I've been watching football for a long time, and I see the effects of playing football. With that being said, I still love the sport. And if I was young, I would still play it. But Spade, as far as the fans, I'm going to shoot the fans some bell. I was hard on the fans, too. Like, how dare they boo up? Mm-hmm. I'm going to shoot them some bell. I'm going to shoot them some bell now.
Okay.
Spade, a few weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I got an alert on my phone. And it came across saying Dak Prescott wanted $40 million. And I went on a whole Twitter rant. I went on a whole Twitter rant. Spade always say on this show, we know fan is short for fanatic, and I kind of lost my damn mind. I was in my bag. I was saying Dak ain't good enough. Who do he think he is? XYZ. I love Dak, Spade. You know Spade. You know on this show, I love Dak since college. I actually picked Dak that year. I think it was his last year in college to win the Heisman. I don't know if you remember that show, but I remember. I love Dak. Mm-hmm. But I was in my bag, and I was saying some things about Dak Prescott. So I can understand it. You get this, you're excited for your season. You're a Colts fan. You're excited for your season, and then you just get this alert on your phone, like, oh, Andrew Luck has announced his retirement. You're like, wait, no, he didn't. He right there on the field. And then you come to find out it's true. Yo, you get a little emotional. I'm going to shoot him some bell. Hopefully those people that boo him has since been like, you know what? We appreciate Andrew Luck. We appreciate what we have. We didn't win it all, but we appreciate what we had. We know he was one of the best players in Colts history, XYZ. Hopefully those players are saying that now. But I can 100% honestly get how the fans felt in that moment, because I felt that way when Dak Prescott was like, I want $40 million, which later came out. It was a later report that said Dak Prescott never said that. And there was also a rumor that the Cowboys might have leaked that to, kind of put some heat on that. Like, that, look at this shit. Look at the response. Look what these people saying about you.
Right.
So, you get these alerts. You get emotional. You turn into a fanatic. And, you say some things. That doesn't necessarily mean you mean them. But I totally understand why. I mean, he just banged up. He said he's been hurt and getting out of bed for 4 years, man. That shit is tough. That's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
How did you feel, though?
I got to admit, I want to give a shout out to you. And I don't do this often. I want to give a shout out to, it is a guy, if you are into gaming videos, it's a guy named Mills Gaming. And a lot of times if I'm working late, I look for people that's live streaming and I jump in their streams to, keep myself awake and mentally entertained while I'm working. And I was in his stream and he did the same thing you just did. He basically showed me another side. My initial reaction to the fans was, this is terrible. Like, this guy is literally putting his health on the line for you jerks. And you got the nerve to boo this guy for once saying, I can't keep this up. I cannot continue to do this. And Mills pretty much said the same thing you said. He said that if weeks from now, if they're still booing Luck, then they're pieces of shit. But in that moment, third preseason game, too late to really try to make any moves to replace Luck. That news just hit them. It is okay that their initial reaction is, I am displeased with this. I'm upset. My team is hurt now. We're going to, that's okay. And it took me a while to come to this way of thinking. I'm not going to lie. I was a little upset seeing it. And I think you guys are right. I didn't like it. I didn't like the booing at all. I'm not a big-time Andrew Luck fan. And I think most of those that booed, I'm willing to say, if you was to talk to them today, they probably feel bad about it. That was their reaction in the heat of the moment. And we all, in the heat of the moment, man, we ain't always that stand-up guy that you want people to look at and follow suit on. I had to go back and delete some tweets during that Miami-Florida game. I was letting some go. I was letting some tweets go.
You say it all the time, fan is short for fanatic, and you catch
crazy.
yourself. You catch us.
Crazy.
We crazy. We're crazy, and we love our team.
Yeah, man, we crazy as hell.
Hey, Florida State just lost right now to Boise State, and I want to let it fly. Get Willie Taggart out of there, but I'm emotional.
Yeah, man, we crazy.
So I mean, go ahead, Spade.
I do want to say this. It makes me look at, and you're gonna say, how the hell did we get here? But this situation make me look at Detroit with the stank face, man. Because you know what? The Colts are going to do something with Andrew Luck with his money. And it was another franchise that I can't think of that did a similar thing for their player. But you know who didn't do that? The damn Detroit Lions, when Calvin Johnson also said, I can no longer take this punishment. It is best for me and my well-being to walk away from the game. Detroit said, bet. Here's what you owe me back. And that just make me look at Detroit like, you look at Detroit like, damn, they ran off two of the greats. They ran off Barry Sanders. They ran off Calvin Johnson. And if I ain't mistaken, I think they made Barry pay some money back too. You guys fucking suck, Detroit, all right? But I just want to get that off my chest. But yeah, man, I actually feel bad for Andrew Luck. And this is a different seat for me to sit in because coming from Stanford, right, the whole thing was Andrew Luck had a degree. He didn't have your typical athlete degree. He wasn't going to school to be a PE teacher. He got a bachelor's degree in architect design or something like that. He won something called an Al Masters Award, which is given to an athlete for the highest standards of athletic performance, leadership, and academic achievement. They said that the Colts call him a librarian. The dude reads books like crazy. He recommends books to teammates. He'll lend books to teammates. He was not your traditional athlete. And that made people say, ooh, I question his love for the game. And people were saying that early on about this dude. We watched this dude take a beating and keep coming back, though. He is notorious. Now they got a montage floating around. If you haven't seen it, you probably can Google it and find it. They got a montage of moments where the dude would get cleaned up, get the snot knocked out of his damn nose, and before he would get up, he would say, hey, man, good hit. He was just a different guy. And I got an appreciation for him. I hate that I do this sometimes to Paris, but a lot of times I appreciate people a little too late. I wish I could have appreciated Andrew Luck a little bit more when he was around. And that's just my own flaw. You know, that's just who I am. Mm-hmm. But you can find this montage of people cleaning him up, bro, and he'd be like, hey, good hit, man. And they even got a moment. They said Ryan Kerrigan hit him in a game, forced a fumble. Luck was scrambling to try to recover the ball, and he didn't get a chance to congratulate Kerrigan on the hit. So he found him after the game to tell him how good of a hit that was that forced the fumble. It ain't every day you meet a guy like Andrew Luck, man, and I hope at 29 years old, you know what's crazy? Not only am I okay with his retirement, I hope he didn't wait too late. 4 years, he said he's been in constant pain for 4 years. Yeah. Come on, dog. I don't wish that on my enemy. 4 years of constant pain? What?
Spade, I don't want to put your business in the street, but you just played a full court basketball game. Tell them how you feel.
Like somebody jumped me and beat the shit out of me. All
That's what I'm
5
saying.
of
So
them.
imagine feeling worse than that for 4 years.
For 4 years?
Yeah, man played football with a fractured rib, a lacerated spleen, all type of other. Come on, man. Like I said, my initial reaction was like, these fans is trash. But in the moment, I understand. I understand.
Man. I gotta agree.
Like you said, old boy said, they better not still be born in a week or two. Right. Then I'll be like, y'all are trash.
Right, exactly. Yeah, man. I just hope he ain't retired too late, man. Because if he took, because I mean he know that he's gonna be viewed negatively in the eyes of some. He's gonna be viewed soft in the eyes of some. If he's gonna take that negative view and still later be in pain, still sacrifice his quality of life, then it sucks because then he lose on both the cords. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope I hope he walked away in time, that he can still, you know, enjoy his kids' life and be a grandparent and run around with his grandkids. I mean, I wish that for him. I hope that for him.
Right. But I gotta ask you.
Still ain't better than Big Ben though, because if you was finna ask me that,
no, that's not what I was about to
all right,
ask
good,
you.
because I'm about to let your ass know.
You know what
I
I mean?
bet.
You ain't about to throw shade on my damn Kobe. Like you ain't about to throw shade on him.
Still
like
didn't.
Now, like
what Kobe say, still didn't get in the gym and work hard. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
I gotta ask you, is he a Hall of Famer?
I
think he played 6 seasons. Maybe missed a year, so maybe that's 5 seasons. My gut is telling me it's not enough. But if he get in, I can understand. But my gut, the NFL is a little harder to get in than the Naismith.
Well, yeah, you can walk by a basketball and get in.
My gut is telling me no, though. My gut is telling me no.
Right now, I kind of want to say no because I'm gonna be honest with you. Unfortunately, man, and you can blame the O-line. We know he didn't always have a great O-line, but he kind of had ball security issues, man. Like for his career, he's got 83 interceptions. He's got 44 fumbles. Like bro, don't make me tear him down after I just lifted him up.
You about to say that like
what
Big Ben ain't out there throwing wounded ducks all across the field.
Still ain't better than Big Ben, though. That's all I know.
I mean,
Big Ben still getting that fifth quarterback
spot. I gotta ask you. It was there's a lot of people saying that they expect him to come back. You think he come back?
Hell
Maybe
no.
in a year or two?
Hell no.
You think he done?
No, it's over.
You think he done?
It's over. It's over.
I think he's done too. I don't think he'll be back.
But I tell you what, he got that architect degree. He gonna be designing the hell out of some golf courses and football fields, though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Like I said, the initial reaction, I was completely shocked, but I can 100% wholeheartedly understand. I can understand.
I got one more question.
Go ahead.
Do you feel any kind of way about the timing, though? Because the timing really sucks. And here's the question. I'm sorry. I got to cut y'all. Here's the question. And I've been reading this, and I kind of agree with it, LaParis. But at the third preseason game, if you come to the conclusion that you're in so much pain or you've been in so much pain that you can't continue on, wasn't this shit in your mind a few months earlier? Like, that's typically not a decision that come to you overnight. You mull over that shit for a minute.
That's cool, Spade. And you know what? I'll buy some of that. But Spade, they was telling them like, yo, you're gonna be good. You going to these doctors and seeing these meetings. You sitting in these meetings and they telling you, yo, you're gonna be all right for the season opener. You're gonna be here for the season opener, XYZ. Then the ankle turns into the calf and all this other crap, and you be like, now they like, yo, we don't know now. We don't maybe mid-season, and you back there like, come on, man. Football players want to play football, and maybe he got some bad news before that game, or maybe that week. And it was some reports that he was like, I think he said in 2016, I would not do it to myself again to go through that rehab again, and deal with all that again because my body just can't physically take it. So maybe he got some news that week, and they was like, yo, maybe this might be like a week 8 thing. Maybe you'll be back. And he was like, you know what? I can't do this to myself. You rather, not you, but I'm just saying, would they rather him suit up, go through the rehab and just go through the motions knowing he was feeling like this? You rather it be preseason game number 3 than, you rather it be before the season, but you rather it be preseason game number 3 than it be regular season game number 9 and y'all 5-4 and trying to get to the playoffs, and then he's like, you know what, I'm out. Brissett, take over. At least you know now. You got a week before the season. College football is this week. You got a week before the season. Brissett getting all the first team snaps. You know what it is now. Listen, the ideal thing is to do it before preseason, before the draft and all that. But football players want to play football. And at heart, Andrew Luck is a football player. I agree with what you said, Spade. He's not the traditional football player. And let's be honest, Andrew Luck pops played football. They had some bread. They wasn't hurting for anything. Not to mention the coach let them keep $20-something million. So right. Listen, man, you rather it be done before the season, but listen, man, football players want to play football, and I believe Andrew Luck was trying his hardest to get out there before the season started. And it just became too much, and I understand. Ready to move on?
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
Okay. A lot been going on in that division over there. If you guys didn't know, Spade, I've been on this show saying, yo, the Texans need to trade for Melvin Gordon, and unfortunately, Lamar Miller went down with an injury.
You jinxed him, bro.
No, I didn't, bro. I wouldn't do that because I like Lamar Miller. I like Lamar. Yeah, but I just felt like Melvin Gordon is sitting out there. He on the blizzy, and I feel like he'll make that team better. But it was another person for the Texans that was sitting out, and I'm talking about Jadeveon Clowney. If you guys didn't know, he did not sign his franchise tender. He wanted a trade. He did not want to sign with the Texans. He wanted out. And today, his wish came true, and he was traded to the Seahawks, the Seattle Seahawks, who just always just find a way to just be sticking around. They got Jadeveon Clowney, and they traded a 3rd round pick, Bracavius Mingo, and another linebacker. And I was like, wait, what? The Texans got finesse, Spade. I got to get your thoughts on this trade. Me and you haven't even we said we was going to talk about this trade, but we didn't talk about this trade to each other. I got to get your thoughts. How do you feel about this trade and the assets that was traded for Clowney?
I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. I know that the Dolphins and Texans were in talks for a Laramie Tunsil, Jadeveon Clowney deal. That kind of made sense. We know that Houston could use some trades to bolster the O-line. We know that.
Word.
It didn't necessarily make sense that much to me from the Dolphins' perspective. Obviously, getting Jadeveon Clowney, that's a no-brainer. If you can get him, you get him. But losing Laramie Tunsil, who was a first-round draft pick offensive lineman, on a weak offensive line anyway, I didn't really understand it. Reports came out that Dolphins players would revolt if Tunsil was traded. That whole thing slipped through the cracks. I know I'm supposed to be talking about Jadeveon, but hold on, I'm a Dolphin fan. Let me get this off me.
There was also reports. To mention this just because I did not want you to even say anything about the Dolphins.
Now
you still found a way to get the Dolphins on this show.
High key, you wanted this to happen, and that's exactly why you set this stuff into place. But Chico Alonso was reportedly wanting to be traded. because they said that he wasn't getting paid. Like he don't like the amount of money he's being paid. So I feel like since the Jadeveon Clowney trade didn't go down, man, I want the Dolphins to do right by Kiko and give Kiko that money. But the parents, I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Why did the Texans want nothing? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, they need O-line.
They need everything.
We know you ain't going to Seattle to get O-line.
Unless you're getting back on what you just traded there.
I mean, you can, yes, I agree, Spade. You figured you would get, yo, even if you want to take those two subpar linebackers, and I hate to call them subpar, but let's be honest, Barkevious Mingo has been a journeyman around this league since he's been drafted. Even if you want to take back two subpar linebackers, that, I mean, they don't have to be on the status or the elite status of a Jadeveon Clowney, but you want them to at least be serviceable. Even if you're not getting back that, serviceable players. You don't get a first-round pick for Jadeveon Clowney? You get a third? That shit is unacceptable. What the hell was the Texans thinking? They got finessed, bro. They got finessed. They got finessed. Like, yo, if I'm taking back these two back, there's no way you're not giving me a first. Listen. And maybe they was just tired of Jadeveon Clowney. Maybe they was like, you know what? Let's just get rid of him. Let's just get him out of here because we tired of dealing with this shit. A Spade. I would rather Jadeveon Clowney be home than take a third-round pick for Jadeveon Clowney. No way.
I agree.
No way. His ass would have been at home. No way.
Well, let me tell you something else. I know that this topic is Jadeveon Clowney and his trade to the Seattle Seahawks, but let me go ahead and strong arm another topic in there.
Go ahead.
The Texans made another trade that's a head scratcher to me. You've been saying they need another running back, and I was like, they don't need another running back. They got Duke Johnson. They just made another trade, bro. It just hit my phone right here. They traded a guard, like they don't need offensive linemen. They traded Martinez Rankin to the Kansas City Chiefs for Carlos Hyde. So,
oh my God,
the offensive line is getting worse, which is already the biggest issue with that team. I don't understand what the Texans are doing. They're going to get Deshaun killed. They're going to get Hyde killed. They got and look, we just got through talking about how you got to change the way you talk in 2019. Let me not say killed. They're going to get Deshaun hurt. They going to get Carlos Hyde hurt, Duke hurt. They already got Lamar hurt. Like, I don't understand how you move another offensive lineman. I just don't. It don't matter what type of
I don't know what
playmakers you put in,
man.
I don't get it, bro.
Excuse me. And it's crazy because everybody is picking the Texans to win that division. I'm gonna tell you what. Let me jump out on the gym. I'm gonna jump out the gym right now. Give me the Jags. Give me the Jags. I think the Jags can win that division now. Give me the Jags. Man, I'm looking at. I don't know what the hell the Texans are doing. Like this, Andrew Luck is going. I'm gonna tell you what too. I see a lot of people saying a lot of things about Jacoby Brissett. I think Brissett is solid. I'm not saying he's Andrew Luck, but I think he's serviceable. I think he can win you some games. So that division, Andrew Luck lead that division is wide open in my opinion. I don't know what the hell the Texans are doing. I love Deshaun Watson. I love Hopkins. But that O-line, man. That O-line. I even love that defense. I like their front seven. I don't like their DBs. I like their front seven. But I don't know what the Texans are doing, bro. Like, they need O-linemen, and you trading for more running backs. Like, the O-line didn't just get Lamar hurt. Soon as they handed Lamar the ball, the Cowboys was flat. Like, it was like 3 Cowboys right there. Yeah. Like, I don't know what they're doing, man. You know what? I think I'm taking the Jags to win that division. Give me the Jags. At least we know they're going to play some solid defense. They got rid of Bortles. They got Foles. Leonard Fournette looked like he about to be special. He done lost weight. He was gashing folks in the preseason. I know it's the preseason, relax. But he looked like he's moving better. Give me the Jags. I don't know what the hell the Texans doing. I'd have had Clowney ass at home if they wasn't giving me back a first round pick. For Barkevious, what his name? Barkevious Mingo. What?
Yeah.
No way.
You don't like Mingo?
Listen, Spade, and you get a third round pick. Let's be honest. Seattle is always in the hunt. At least since, in recent recent history, they always been in the hunt. So you figure that's going to be a late or a middle of the pack 3rd round pick. That's damn near a 4th round pick. That's a terrible trade. It's a terrible trade. It's good for Clowney. Clowney went to Seattle. He signed his tender. He's going to make like $15-16 million this year. They can't sign him long-term until after the season, so he had to sign his tender. He signed his tender. He's a Seattle Seahawk. He probably going to get a big extension at the end of the year. But, man, I don't know what the hell the Texans are doing, Spade.
I tell you what, you're going to put Jadeveon Clowney by OG Bobby Wagner, Michael Kendricks. Woo. I don't know, man. Got, KJ Wright still out there
Frank
somewhere.
Clark. I think they got Frank Clark, the pass rusher. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy.
They're trying to build something back out there. I don't understand why the Texans would move another offensive lineman. I just don't get it. Get it.
Bro, we can move on if you want.
Yeah.
I'm done with the Texans.
Let's
Deshaun, get up out of there.
LeParis.
Get up out of there.
He ain't going nowhere, not for a minute. They ain't finna let that happen. So, LeParis, look, for this next segment, man, a lot of people don't know this. You and I are starting a Madden franchise league with some friends. And they keep saying, when is it going to start? We so ready to play. And LeParis is adamant, like, I want to wait because it's going to be a lot of shifting and moving around before the season kicks off. And I want our rosters to be as true as possible. And I was like, I feel like LeParis kind of being a little nerd with this shit. But then, boom. A bunch of people got released. And there was some names. Some of those names, I was like, oh, shit. Man, so I don't have them all. I'm just going to shoot them off the head. I know Shane Ray got released.
Yep.
I know linebacker Brandon Marshall got released.
Yep.
LaShawn McCoy got released. LaShawn McCoy got, like, superstar abilities and stuff in the game. That man don't even have a team. Fam, of the names that just showed up in the release, which one was the most shocking to you? Ooh, put him on the hot seat.
I mean, I kind of felt Shady was out at Buffalo, but it's still Shady. It's still Shady McCoy. And, it's been some lingering that maybe the Texans, but now the Texans done traded for. Yo, Carlos Hyde has been on the move for like the past 3-4 years, man. Like, Carlos Hyde is a solid back. He just stay on the move. But I'm still shocked. It was some lingering that maybe Shady may go back to Philly. They were saying Dallas, but there's been reports out there today that saying Dallas Cowboys and Zeke Elliott talks is heating up, and they trying to get this deal done before this weekend. So hopefully that happens. But I don't even know why Dallas would entertain Shady. I don't know why. But it was also, they were saying the Raiders for Shady. It was a lot of teams out there, but I'm still shocked. I mean, the Bills are definitely going all the way young, and that might be the right move. And shout out to the homie Rat, longtime supporter of the show. Always talking sports with the homies. And he was like, the Bills going to get 9 wins, and it shocked the hell out of me. I was like, what? No way I see the Bills get 9 wins. And now Shady is going. But I think that was the most shocking one to me. But, I mean, Captain Merlin also got cut by the Bills. You mentioned Shane Ray. You mentioned Brandon Marshall, the linebacker. Orlando Scandrick got cut by the Eagles. Thomas Rawls is another guy that's been on the move. I mean, he was a solid back with the Seahawks a few years back. He's going. And the Seahawks also cut Deshaun Shedd, who's been a solid DB for them. So it's been some notable dudes that are out there. I mean, to me, it was Shady. I can't wait to see where Shady land. Where do you think he go? It was also some lingering space. How do you feel about the fit? We already know Mark Ingram went to the Ravens. We already know he worked with Alvin Kamara down there with the Saints. How do you feel about Shady being another back with the Ravens, so they can have a pound guy with Ingram, and they can have a guy that can catch out the backfield, a more shifty guy with McCoy? How do you feel about that?
I don't hate that.
You don't?
Nah, I don't hate it. You hate it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said you don't like it. I heard you now.
No. I don't hate it. You know what a lot of people saying, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to see it happen, but I see a lot of people saying, with Kareem Hunt not in the picture, him landing in Kansas City could be.
Oh, Kansas City.
Yeah. I don't want to see it.
I mean, he was with Andy Reid before.
Exactly.
You know what? That might not be a bad move. And Andy Reid, he's a dynamic type of offensive mind, he gonna put Shady in. That might be the move. You don't want it to happen? Why not? You think they're already stacked?
No, I don't really like the Chiefs. I don't like the Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah. Another team that makes sense right now simply because they seem to, I don't know, the reports are they're not even close right now. And I'm talking about Melvin Gordon and the Chargers. He could possibly land in L.A. I was going to say San Diego. He could possibly land in L.A. for the Chargers to give them more leverage in this Melvin Gordon thing. I don't know.
I'm going to say this, Spade. No.
If you want to win, he need to bring his ass to Miami.
Oh, my God. I'm going to say this, Spade. It's been a lot of reports that, what about the Eagles? The Eagles got a crowded backfield. They just traded for Jordan Howard. They got mad guys back there. I don't see it happening. I'd be shocked if it happening, but crazier things has happened. I just don't see it. I don't see him going back to the Eagles. They saying, put Shady back with D-Jack and let's bring that thing back. You know how Philly people are.
People like that old thing.
Shady and D-Jack, bring it back. Like, I don't see it happening.
They want that old thing back.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. But I'm interested to see where Shady go. I think Brandon Marshall will land on his feet. He said he spent most of the preseason rehabbing, getting right, getting in shape, getting in football shape. I can see him land on his feet. Shane Ray is not a shocker, but Spade. One thing they do in Baltimore, if you're a linebacker, especially a pass rush linebacker, you want to be in Baltimore. Shit, everybody, it seems like every outside backer in Baltimore ends up getting a big deal.
Yep.
So if you didn't work out in Baltimore, I don't know. I don't know why I see Shane Ray landing, bro. You was in Denver. They drafted Chubb and got you the hell up out of there. So you was in Denver. They wanted you to be on the other side of Von Miller. That didn't work out. Then you go to the Ravens, who's known for just breeding backers. You didn't work out there. I don't know, Spade. Do you see Shane Ray landing on his feet?
I don't. I remember when, if I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong on this, let me know. But okay. I thought I remember him and Vic Beasley coming into the draft close to each other. And I thought they had Shane Ray a little higher than Beasley.
They did.
Okay.
They did. Like Shane Ray was tearing shit up in college.
Yeah, man.
Yo, when he went to Denver, I'm like, oh, the way I was like when me and you had to talk about when Denver took Bradley Chubb, I was like, oh shit. Like, and I'm gonna tell you, the way Bradley Chubb had a great rookie year. The way Bradley Chubb has been looking in the preseason, he's going to be a problem. That's how I was feeling about Shane Ray when they took Shane Ray. I'm like, oh, shit, Shane Ray and Vaughn, this shit might be a problem. And that shit didn't happen, man. They was like, yo, he never got the playbook. And I don't know, man. I hate to be that guy, but this might be one of those situations when dude was just good enough to made it, and don't really like the sport or tired of this shit. Yeah. I don't know. But I don't know if I see him landing on his feet, man.
I don't either.
I mean, I think it's they have to today to get teams down. I think 53-man roster. So it's going to be a lot more cuts. We just didn't get them all, because we're recording. Just didn't get them all. Spade. You know what time it is?
Is it time for you to lose in another week's edition of NFL Top 5? They was on your head last week, bro.
Yo, bro, no, they wasn't. Like, everybody is looking at your top 5s like, yo, what in the hell is Spade doing? Like, what is Spade doing? Bro. And I think it's going to be another one. I think it's going to be another one.
Your comment somewhere else, bro, because where I be looking.
I think it's going to be another one of those weeks for my co-host, because from talking to him in pre-production, he talking about putting Antoine Bethea up there. This shit ain't going to be good.
Stop it.
Spade, where you want to start? In free safeties or strong safeties?
Free safeties. Let me get my list.
Okay, cool. Spade, tell the people how we break this shit down.
Man, let me tell you what we do, y'all. We look at the stats of last year. We say, okay. We look at any changes that the team had. Maybe they got a new DC. Maybe they got a new scheme. Maybe they got better players around these guys. And we say,
maybe they cut somebody and dude gonna get more of an opportunity. Go ahead.
And then we do like this. We rub our beards. We say, And then that last little thing we predict. We might look at somebody who was trash last year and say, it ain't no way on God's green earth he gonna be that trash 2 years in a row. I think this is his year. and we take those 3 formulas and we bless you guys with our top 5s. It ain't no right, it ain't no wrong. It's just top 5s. LaParis, who's on the hot seat? Me? Am I on the hot seat?
I mean, I can throw it to you. If you want me to go first, I go first. It don't matter to me, cause my shit legit.
Okay.
Mind you, Spade was having trouble. Listen, so wherever
y'all.
Spade
He lying.
got him.
He lying.
No, this is what we had the argument about. Can I talk? Can I talk, please?
Because you lying to these people, bro. This shit came to me so easy, bro. Look, it was like I just put the pen to paper and magic started happening. I looked away.
He is lying.
I looked down and my hand was just writing.
Let me tell y'all about your boy.
And my eyes got big. I was like,
K-Spade.
shit, look at my hand. My hand
This
just...
homie, the king of spades said, the king of spades said, yo, bro, I don't know when nobody playing. Like, so if Spade got a free safety where a strong belong or a strong where a free belong, forgive him, because Spade don't know where anybody play. And then got the nerve to be like, this is why I hate your league, LaParis. I'm like, are you kidding me? Your whole NBA is talking about positionless basketball. We got centers averaging 10 assists. Like the whole league is just forward and guard. That's it. Like, it's positionless basketball. And then he thought about it and he took his statement back. Whole NBA positionless basketball. He got a problem with safeties playing free and strong. But the whole NBA.
Let's be honest.
You got Jokic bringing the ball up the court though.
Let's be honest, LaParis.
Go ahead.
You was telling me, you was like, oh, I got this guy right here, strong. And I'm like,
okay.
I'm on the NFL website, and they
just
have
got
him
DBs.
listed as free. And you like,
No, it got him as DBs. They just be breaking it down to DBs.
You're like, no.
Anyway.
It's not a free. He's a strong. I get to another guy. I'm like, all right, cool. This dude is strong. You're like, no. He's a free. Dude, I'm on his team's website.
And LeBron's a point guard.
I don't have time for this. Let's go ahead and get through this trash ass NFL list so we can start back. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Our show was a little more lit when we had more NBA topics, and I'm gonna start taking deep dives to find more NBA topics. I don't care if we have to talk.
The comments been popping, bro.
I don't care if we have to talk about.
What you want to talk about, LeBron? You want to talk about LeBron trademarking Taco Tuesday? That ain't no news.
No, we would talk about the Sioux Falls Skyforce before we come up here and try to figure out who playing what today.
Sioux Falls Sky.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! When we start talking about the D League, you gonna have to get somebody to fill in for me because I ain't talking about the D League. Is it still called the D League?
It's the G League, and I know more G Leaguers than offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying?
That's terrible. That's because you don't do your job. That's why.
I do my damn
That's
job.
because you're
Go
terrible
ahead
at your
and
job.
start with the trash ass list so they can get on your head for the fourth.
You said you wanted to go with free, and I'm
get him, y'all.
I'm gonna start with an honorable mention. Spade probably got this guy at strong safety, so forgive him. But I'm gonna start at free, and my honorable mention this year is gonna be Eric Weddle. And I know Eric Weddle has been a guy that's usually on the list as a top 5 guy. But you know, Eric Weddle is getting up there in age, probably a step slow. I think he's still gonna be serviceable. But I think it's 5 guys that's better than him. And at 5, I'm gonna start with a young man that, you know what, I think this right here is gonna be a big year for him, and I'm talking about Malik Hooker, the free safety for the Colts. I think Malik Hooker is in for a huge year. A ball hawk, like to tackle, can hit. That dude is on his way. So Malik Hooker I have as my number 5 safety, free safety in the league. Malik Hooker.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not doing no, bro. I'm Gucci over here. I'm Gucci. We jumping right into my number 5 free safety going into the 2019
No
season.
honorable mention?
Son. Nah.
Okay.
I just look,
okay,
man.
Go ahead, Spade.
I was talking to LaParis in pre-production. I had no idea my hand was moving. And I looked down at my hand and my eyes got big. I said, oh shit. And I just was writing. Boom, it just came to me like that. Number 5, man, let's go up to New England, man. Let's talk about Devin McCourty. Devin McCourty's old. He's long in the tooth, but he's still getting it done up there. Somebody just came on my video and said, Devin McCourty had the fastest interception return last season. I was like, where do they post this information? How the hell do you know this stuff? Devin McCourty, number 5. LePage, you all right?
I'm good.
Because if something on your chest, you get it off.
Bro, give me number 4, bro.
All right. Number 4, imagine saying this dude, it's 5 guys better than this guy. What? Number 5, give me Eric Weddle. Are you serious? Eric Weddle still getting it done. He's still see ball, hit ball, see ball, get ball. Give me Eric Weddle at 4. LePairs, tighten up, bro. This your sport. I thought you was the pro.
At number 4, come on, man. You know I'm taking it to Jersey. You know I'm taking it to the Rutgers alum, one of the twins, Devin McCourty from the New England Patriots. You already know. Come on, he's the number 4 for all the reasons Spade just said. You know, he's still getting it done out there in New England. And now he's going, you know, his role might expand a little more because Patrick Chung in some damn trouble. I don't know how that's going to work out. We already know how the NFL is suspending you for a hangnail. What are they going to do to Patrick Chung on a drug charge? So I think Devin McCourty going to have a lot more opportunity, and for that reason, I mean, he already one of the best in the league anyway. But for that reason, he's number 4 on my list this year. Spade at number 3. At number 3, I got a guy. I mean, the guy was the reason that my team lost to his team last year, and then he got hurt. But he had a change of scenery. He wanted to get paid, got paid, and he has had a change of scenery. And I'm talking about Earl Thomas, man. Earl Thomas is now with the Baltimore Ravens, and you put Earl Thomas, who was a quarterback back there for the defense, you put him with the Ravens, whose defense has always been stout for the longest. I expect a big gift from Earl Thomas. Hopefully, knock on wood. Hopefully, he's able to stay healthy. But if he's 100% healthy, Earl Thomas is definitely one of the top 5 guys in this league. Earl Thomas, number 3 on my list. Earl Thomas.
Okay. All right. I'm with you. Here's something a little different, man. I'm at number 3, right? Where am I? Oh, yeah. I'm 3. I'm 3. Number 3, man, is my favorite of the Jackson brothers next to Michael. He actually not related. I'm talking about Eddie. See ball, get ball, Eddie Jackson. Number 3. LePairs, let me tell you, your list is all wrong, bro. Number 2, this guy right here will forever be known thanks to the fact that somebody didn't know him. That somebody's name was Deion Primetime Sanders. At number 2, I got Kevin Byard. This dude right here is official. He looked good coming out of college. Folks wasn't sure if it was going to translate. Got Tennessee, man. Tennessee ain't really just that team. And he still was getting it done. And then, you know, I let him have a year because I wasn't sure. And then he damn near reproduced his productivity in that second year. And I said, you know what? All right, it's official. Number 2 free safety going into the 2019 season, Kevin Byard. Bro, if it's something on your chest, you can get it off the chest.
Bro, I'm not saying nothing. At number 2, I got my guy, Kevin Byard, for the same reasons you... Listen, man, you play for Tennessee. You know, Tennessee, their defense is always, you know, solid defense. But that offense, sometimes that offense put them in bad predicaments. Sometimes they give them a short field. And you don't get the ball back. Kevin Byard, like, Byard will get the ball right back. Kevin Byard is definitely number 2 best safety in this league. I don't know what Spade talking about. And at number 1, Spade got him too low. This dude has solidified himself as the best free safety in this league. They got Amos out of the damn way for the Bears. And Eddie Jackson said, I got it. Eddie Jackson is en route for another big year, and he has solidified himself as the number 1 best free safety in the NFL. Spade, get your list together.
My list fire, bro. My list fire.
Big trash.
You want my number 1?
Man. Do your number 1, bro.
Listen, man. Imagine thinking, oh, when he thought this guy was coming to the Cowboys, he was number 1. But now because he didn't come to the Cowboys, he ain't number 1 no more? Let me tell you something. If this dude is healthy, which we assume he is healthy, bro, right where he left off before he went down, Earl Thomas is the best free safety in the league. Why you got him way back there at like 4 or 5? What are you thinking?
Bro,
I thought this was your sport.
I got him at 3, bro.
Nah, he was like 4. He was like 4.5 on your list, bro.
I got him at 3, bro.
Listen, man, Earl Thomas is going to be the best free safety in the league for the same reason he was before he went down. And even though I know he had an injury, that year off ain't do nothing but rejuvenate this guy. His body's going to be fresher. He finna come into this league this season and do work for those Baltimore Ravens. Watch.
Yo, we want you guys to lead your top 5 free safeties in the league. Just copy my paper. I already know I'm right. Spade, let's go to strong safeties. I want you to go first for strong safety. Let me hear your number 5.
Man, let me tell you something. Number 5, I tried my best not to do this because I didn't want to Hilla Paris's mouth.
Yeah.
I'm going with a guy who's young, man, and I typically don't like to do that. I like to see, a couple of years from a person, but this guy's impact in one season was so big I couldn't deny it. At number 5, I'm talking about Derwin James from the Florida State Seminoles. You can just look at him and tell, man. I'm a true believer that certain players, if you can show me your highlight reel and you don't have to do that spot shadow shit for me to find you, it's rare you find those players. Derwin James is that guy, man. Like he's gonna be a name that's gonna be talked about in this league for a while. As long as injuries or something crazy don't happen to him, and it was just evident after 1 year for me. So at 5, I got Derwin James, who I thought was a free safety.
Cool. Spade.
Bro, don't cool me, bro, because I get offended when people say
my honorable mention
cool
is Derwin James. Wow. And the only reason he's my honorable mention is because he's hurt right now, and he may be in jeopardy of missing the season. If Derwin James was 100% healthy, he would be on this list at number 5.
Don't try to fix it up. You don't have him up there.
But because he's injured and he may be in jeopardy of missing this season, he's my honorable mention. At number 5, I got a guy, and it was a toss-up between him and another guy. But at number 5, I have Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. Listen, I got a love-hate relationship with this guy. I think he's a guy, that can do everything. He can cover, he can tackle, he's a ball hawk. The only thing I don't like about him is sometimes he plays sloppy, meaning like sometimes he busts coverage because he look in the backfield and you see him get beat. But I think he's still one of the exceptional talents in this league, and maybe he can help get that Kansas City defense right, because that Kansas City defense is terrible, and they out there trading guys like D Ford away, and maybe they traded D Ford because he dropped that pick. I think D Ford was the one that dropped that interception, right, against Brady.
I do believe so.
Yeah, maybe they got him out of there because they just was like, yo, this dude.
Actually, I know so.
Yeah, this dude lost it for us. But I think Tyrann Mathieu can help that defense in the secondary, and for that reason, he's number 5 on my list. Spade at number 4. I got a guy, man. I told y'all when we were talking about the Falcons, man. I was like, yo, they got the battery, the middle, defensive tackle, middle linebacker, safety. They got that down pat. And I'm talking about Keanu Neal. Keanu Neal is a cold-hearted headhunter. Like, that dude is an assassin back there. Anything coming across that middle, if Deion miss, which is rare, if Deion Jones miss it, which is rare, Keanu Neal is about to blow it all the way up. Like, he about to blow everything up. Seriously. Like, he going, listen, he's a hitter. That dude, now, last year, he got hurt. I think Spade, correct me if I'm wrong, in the first game of the season.
Yep.
And I still feel like this year right here, forget a bounce back year, I think he's going to have a huge year. You got to stay healthy, but he's going to have another huge year. Big time hits, and I think having him back will help the Atlanta Falcons. Keanu Neal, number 4 on my list.
I didn't do a honorable mention. If I would have done one, I think I'd have put Neal there. And
Okay.
I'm huge on Neal. I put Neal there after one season, but I think he had an ACL injury, and I'm a tad bit concerned about how he's gonna come back. If he come back healthy, man, without any doubt, he top 5 easy. So I guess I would have him honorable mention. At 4, man, I'm going to Honey Badger. I hate to do this, man. I hate to make comparisons, but you say he's sometimes sloppy, and he can be. But I don't want to make the comparison between him and Deion because they played 2 completely different positions. But one thing I remember about Deion had a God-given ability, and he wasn't always textbook. Like, you could watch footage. Deion didn't always play textbook. He did a lot of things you coach guys not to do. He just had the talent that a lot of times it didn't cost him. And I think the Honey Badger got some of that same talent. I'm not saying that he's Deion's speed or any of that other shit, but he see the game and he reacts differently. Sometimes he do things that you coach not to do. But I still think he's an incredible talent, and I got him at number 4 on my strong safety list. All right.
Okay.
At number 3, this guy right here has fallen on my list. And last year, I felt like I joked in pre-production. I said this dude was just a deep linebacker. I don't like the fact that he was really, to me, he felt like he was just a run support safety. He didn't do much in the passing game at all. But still, even in his run support, he was there. He got it done. And at 3, I'm going Landon Collins. I'm a fan of this dude. I know he's got a change of scenery coming up. He's got some other guys out there. Of course, he's got Norman out there. And I don't think they're going to need as much help in the passing game. They're not going to expect much. They're not going to ask much of him in the passing game. And I think they're going to allow him to be the deep linebacker that he want to be in his mind anyway. And for that reason, I got Collins number 3 on my strong safety list.
Okay. At number 3, I have a guy that's just been, I like to say this a lot, a model of consistency. And I told you, Spade, when I do these lists, I look around the league and I be like, yo, can I take this guy off this team, put him anywhere? Would he be the same player? And I think this guy's one. I think my top 3 guys would be that guy. And I'm talking about Harrison Smith. We're taking up to Minnesota, talking about Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith, now it looks like they got to play strong safety. I think he used to be a free safety, but they move these guys around so much.
Who knows?
Yeah, I think he's playing strong this year. And I mean, I just think he another guy. He catch interceptions. He's not I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he like 6'2". Like he's a tall, rangy dude. Yeah, it's a tall, rangy dude. He can catch the ball, light contact. You can put him in the box. He can cover tight ends. Sometimes they have him cover like the slot. Like he just do a lot of great things. And that's why Harrison Smith is number 3 on my list. At number 2, another guy that's just been getting it done for a lot of years. I know a lot of people got a problem with this guy for off the field shit. I don't care nothing about that. On the field, this dude is a beast. And I'm talking about Malcolm Jenkins. Spade. Malcolm Jenkins just been getting it done. Not only with Philly, like wherever he been, Malcolm Jenkins has been a model of consistency. Just getting it done in all phases of the game. Not only just a leader on the field, putting young DBs that Philly had in the right place, but just can tackle a ball hawk, can catch the ball. And like to get down in the box and get dirty. I like my safeties. Me and Spade always had conversations like, yo, what you want your strong safeties to do? What you want your free safeties to do? Malcolm Jenkins is one of those guys, get in the box. He'll get dirty. He go down there and get dirty. He want to tackle the running back. For that reason, Malcolm Jenkins is number 2 on my list.
That's crazy. I looked at Malcolm. I looked at his numbers. His numbers was there. And I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like his playmakers, I don't know. I couldn't pull the trigger on him. At number 2 on my list, man, I got Harrison Smith for all the reasons you said. I think he is a hybrid safety that you can easily move from the free safety spot to the strong safety spot. I don't know if football is going more positionless, but it sure as hell feels like it. And these safeties, a lot of them, they are hybrid safeties. They can do both. But because I'm older, back in my day, the strong safety was kind of the run support guy. The free safety was kind of the pass support guy. And Harrison Smith don't give a damn where you put him. He can get it done. So I got him there at the 2 spot. My number 1 strong safety.
You better have it right, Spade.
I don't know that I do. I got to be honest with you. I fought with this. I don't like it.
Why?
I fought with it, LaParis. I fought with it.
Okay.
This is the guy who, and like I said, you and I talk about what we want our strong safety to do. This dude, see ball, hit ball. Sideline to sideline guy. He's not afraid of contact. He will hit. And I ain't talking about he's not finna run up and hug a running back and lay him down gently. He gonna fly down there and knock the shit out somebody. He forces fumbles. He sacks quarterbacks. He defend passes. Bro, as crazy as it sounds, I got the number 1 safety going into the strong safety going into the 2019 season being Jamal Adams, bro.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Spade.
It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. I'll be honest with you.
It's right. I'm telling you, this kid right here is. I hate to do this because it's still early in his career and shit happens. Spade, you on the Hall of Fame arc, bro. This kid is special. He's special, man. And all the reasons you said, man, like, dude want to hit. He can cover. Spade, I like that. He want the quarterback too, bro.
I know.
Yo, he coming off the edge to come get him. I like the way he plays. I mean, he's a dynamic guy, hybrid guy, can do wherever you want him. He'll play there and get it done. Jamal Adams is number 1 on my list as well, Spade. Best strong safety in the league. I'm with that.
So my list is fire.
I had a problem with it though.
Because I feel like, I don't know. I'm
young?
not sold. He's young. That's some of it. And I worry about celebrating players too early. And I feel like.
That's true.
And this is going to sound like a contradiction of what I just said. But sometimes I feel like maybe I don't watch enough Jets games. But when I see them, he don't jump off the screen to me. He's just, like, I look at his numbers later and be like, damn, he did all this. I don't necessarily, I don't know. It's just weird to me. I didn't love it. I'm not going to lie to you. I kept looking like, wait a minute. Do I really have Jamal Adams?
You're not wrong. Jamal Adams the best strong in the league.
All right, so if we agreed so much there, why you got Earl Thomas so far back, bro? Help me to understand.
Bro,
I don't get it.
Listen, I expect Earl to be Earl. I just think these young boys, is hungry, mate. Earl just got paid. I don't know. Space, the hunger still going to be there? We seen Earl not getting paid. Earl was sticking up his middle finger, was ball hawking, and he wasn't taunting the other team. He was taunting his team. Like, what are y'all doing? Pay me.
He say he was taunting his coach.
Okay.
He said that wasn't for the team. And I'm going to be honest with you. I want to call you out on something. I guarantee you, if he had went to the Dallas Cowboys, you would have that boy number 1.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, but I mean, can't say that because he ain't with the Cowboys. We can't say that because he ain't with the Cowboys.
You could say that other players on your team, I know you're a big Lawrence fan, you could feel like those guys, would allow him to be better. But
just because you didn't have him on the list don't mean they ain't top 5. D-Law is top 5. Van Der Esch is top 5. You're not going to have him top 5, but he is.
Bro,
and Jalen Smith, who you didn't have top 5, is top 5.
Who?
Jalen Smith.
Who is that?
The middle backer.
For who?
And you didn't even have B. Jones on your list at corner. Come on, man.
Bro, who is the
dude? You just was
that
hating on Cowboys.
Who do he play for?
Who?
The Jalen Smith dude.
He is the middle linebacker for the Cowboys.
He start?
Oh, my gosh.
I'm bullshit. Hey, I'm winking at the camera, but then I thought about some people going to be listening to this shit on the podcast, and they not going to see my eye, and they going to think I'm crazy. All right, we got one more segment for the day, man. Bringing it back. It's called the Pick'Em game. Now, listen, if you're new to the podcast, let me give you a little bit of Pick'Em game history. I'm the king of this shit.
Don't disrespect me on this Pick'Em game shit.
No, I'm the king. LaParis, have you ever won a season of Pick'Em? Ever?
Absolutely. I've been kicking your ass since kicking your ass.
Oh, my God, bro. So you just going to lie?
Don't disrespect me on this Pick'Em game shit.
You going to lie, bro? Man, I'm the king of this shit, y'all. And that's a fact.
Somebody keep the record starting today of the Pick'Em games in the comment section. That's your job. I'm giving somebody down there a job.
LaParis, I'm so confident in me. You get to pick the Pick'Em game. What is it, bro? Where you want to go?
The Pick'Em game is it's a big college football is back. Got everybody excited. It's a huge game coming on tonight, Saturday night. It's the Oregon Ducks versus the Auburn Tigers, but they say War Eagle. Is it a tiger or eagle? Which one is it?
It's a striped eagle, tiger eagle.
Oh, okay. A tiger eagle. Bet. So it's the Ducks versus the War Eagles, the Tigers. Spade, Oregon, Auburn.
Listen, man. Everybody want to tell me how special this Oregon quarterback is. They say he the truth. They say he the real deal. If he's what everybody tell me, this is a no-brainer. Give me the Ducks. Give me the mighty Ducks with their fancy uniforms.
You want to know what? I'm going the other way, Spade. You want to know why? Because everybody been telling me how good SEC competition is. Oh, the SEC is so great at the top. And Spade, in pre-production, was saying, everybody been telling us, Spade, can't nobody see the SEC. We got the best competition. We playing the best team. We put all this NFL talent in there. And I know somebody in the comment section going to say Auburn is starting this freshman quarterback and all. I don't care. Y'all just so much better than everybody else. It should be a no-brainer. It should be Auburn. Auburn should, bruh. One thing we know about the Pac-12 over there, Oregon gonna put up points, but what they don't do, Spade? What they don't do?
Shit. Can't stop.
They don't play no defense. They don't play no damn defense. And people tell us one thing they do play in the SEC is what, Spade? Oh, they supposed to play some defense.
They play defense.
So the Ducks got this high-powered offense, and the SEC team supposed to have this great defense. Give me Auburn,
bro.
I want to see what the SEC about.
I don't want to talk you out of your pick.
Go ahead.
I feel like you making an emotional pick because I talked to you in pre-production and you was pretty upset at folks that keep saying the SEC is this, the SEC is that. So I think you picking this to get back. I think you picking this knowing that they gonna lose because you know this kid Hubert. Is it Hubert? How you say it? Herbert? What's his name? What is it?
One of the other. Well, you know how Jack names move up. You ain't about to get me.
I know. That's why I was lobbing you the
alley. Trying to get me to say, nope, not taking that bait, fisherman.
That's why I was throwing that shit behind the back to you so that you can fumble that shit out of bounds.
Oh, don't be lobbing me out there.
I go with Herbert, but bro.
I'm going with Auburn, bro.
Okay, because I don't want at the end of this pick'em season when you down again. I don't want to hear I was just trying to shout out the SEC
still got to play
fans.
Miami, so I get that game back.
Shit. Now, hell, you won't. Did y'all win today? Did y'all win?
Spade.
Did y'all win?
Did y'all win? Did y'all win?
Bro, we played the number 8 team in the nation. Who y'all play?
Did they look number 8?
We made them look like they not number 8.
Oh, that was y'all. Hey,
we just made them look like nobody. Y'all must have forgot.
Boise, because Boise's like upset special. Like Boise upset power schools. So power 5 schools.
Man, we would travel up to that damn blue carpet and roll them boys up. You heard?
No, y'all won't.
Roll them boys.
No, y'all won't, Spade.
On they blue carpet.
No, y'all won't. No, y'all won't.
We will.
No, y'all won't.
All right, I just want to make sure that you pick.
Throwing the ball right to y'all, and y'all couldn't do shit with it.
Bro, that was in Orlando.
What's his name? Franks was throwing that shit right to y'all like he had them shits on buns. Like hot dog buns. Franks had it on buns for y'all, and y'all couldn't do nothing with it.
Bro,
we didn't even get to talk about y'all game, but you want to talk about the nose. Rutgers won though.
Did y'all lose to a top 10 team? Did y'all lose to a top 10 team?
Scarlet Knights won.
Stop it.
Them Scarlet Knights won.
Stop it.
Rutgers won.
All right, anyway, so listen, this your final answer? You going with the Auburn Tigers?
Bro, I'm going with Auburn, bro. They telling me the SEC the best shit since sliced bread.
See, he keeps saying that. He bet hedging, and when he lose, he's gonna attack SEC fans.
Bro, I'm not bet hedging. I'm going Auburn. Period.
He's gonna attack SEC fans. I've seen this
before. They better win.
But you can't do that.
They better win because the first topic next week we starting in college football, and I'm banging the cannon on the SEC. Auburn better win.
See, you ain't doing right, bro.
They better win.
Listen, man, I would tell y'all to leave y'all pick, but by the time you guys see this podcast, the game already be played, and y'all ain't got no code of conduct. Y'all gonna come through and say y'all knew whoever won this game is who y'all had.
And put the correct score and be like, I told y'all.
Be like, oh, I picked that score out. I know y'all. Oh, shit, I done hit my microphone. I know it's time to get up out of here. LePaz, wrap the show, man. Let's get us up out of here, man, so I can go celebrate the Nose losing.
Spade, before I close the show, you got anything else to add?
The Nose lost.
So did the Canes. But Rutgers won. Shout out
we
to
didn't play this week.
Shout out to
last
alma mater.
There you go, talking about old shit. Did Miami have a game this week? No.
Yeah, bro, it was week 1.
No, it was week 0.
Week 1.
Nah, we played week 0. That was last week.
Bad. All right, listen, man. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. Y'all already know if you new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular, hit the like button. Listen, it's a bell up there. It's a bell right there. You can click that bell to send notifications to your mobile device. It lets you know when a new episode has been uploaded to our YouTube channel. If you don't want to see two dudes arguing in a box, it's okay. We got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, ऊPodOmatic, iTunes, Spotify. We are everywhere. There's no reason why you guys should ever miss a show. Want to thank you guys for your continued support. We will see you guys next episode. Hey, leave your thoughts and comments about every topic we talked about. Leave your top 5s because Spade top 5 was trash. Hey, yo,
Bro, Thomas,
hashtag Nose, hashtag Scarlet Knights. Yo, y'all already know. Use down. They trash. They gonna be trash this year. But want to thank y'all for your continued support. We'll see you guys next episode. We out.
Nose lost.